Hi guys, praise Jesus and welcome to our weekly nuggets. And today we are going to be looking at the book of Genesis chapter 19. And just to give you a background information of what is happening in the book of Genesis chapter 19, it is about God destroying the city of Sodom and Gomorrah, and also we see how God has saved the family of Lot because of Abraham. And also we find that in verse 16, this family was very hesitant to leave Sodom, even regardless of what had happened, and even after God warning them, they were very hesitant to leave that city. And when we move forward in verse 17, they are given strict instructions to follow, to run away and not to turn back. And in verse 26, we find that Lot's wife did not obey what the angels had told them. She looked back and she turned into a pillar of salt. And this is going to be the point of focus of what we are going to be looking at in verse 26, the chapter of Genesis 19. And I'll just read verse 26. The Bible says, "At that point, Lot's wife looked back. When she did, she became a pillar of salt." And when Lot's wife looked back and turned into a pillar of salt, she was clinging to her past, and she was unwilling to leave the past behind. And when we are unwilling to completely shed off our old habits in our life, that is what is going to happen to us. So today I just want to ask you a question that you should use it to evaluate your life and examine where you are in your Christian walk with God. Are you looking back at the sin while trying to move forward with God? You can never make progress when you are trying to look back at the past of what has happened in your lives. There are so many things that can happen in our lives, but we are not a definition of what has happened in our lives, because we see that God tried even to rescue them, but they were so hesitant to leave. And some of us, God is trying to free us from our bondage, but it is because of us that we are where we are in our lives. And also when you look at Matthew chapter 6 verse 24, Jesus said, you cannot serve two masters at a go. You will lose one and have the other, or you will love the other one and hate the another one. So it is a matter of surrendering to God. God needs a spirit of powerlessness in our lives, just surrendering to God and admitting that we cannot be able to do on our own. So this week we have been looking at the theme of being tired in our Christian walk with God. And you will find that there's so many things in our life that can make us very tired, and sin is one of them. It can make us feel so tired and very weary, and Jesus is calling us today, for us who are weary, to come to him, and he will give us peace and he will give us rest. So I hope that you've been encouraged today, and may you be blessed, and may God be with you, and see you in the next one next week.